The hot topic right now is what in the heck is going on with the market. We're hearing that a lot. We're living it. We've had a really busy quarter with listings, and so we've seen it. We've seen some price adjustments. We've seen longer market times, things like that. So I just wanted to bring some perspective and my thoughts on what is going on right now. The first thing to keep in mind is that what has happened over the last 2 years especially is crazy with home price appreciation. We've had several 6-month periods where prices have gone up 20 to 30%. That is not normal. It's not good. It's not sustainable. And I'm hoping that it's over. And what we've seen now, since about March, that's when things peaked, is we've seen prices in some cases come down from their peaks about 20%. Which a 20% market adjustment seems catastrophic. But really it only takes us back to like October of 2021. So if somebody bought in January and wants to flip that home and move a year from now, then yeah, I mean, that's definitely a problem. But if you have a longer term perspective, which is what we encourage our clients to do, own this home 3 to 5 years, maybe more, you're going to be okay. So we're seeing an adjustment from a kind of a fake high, just due to, all the money that was printed and put into circulation, low interest rates, low supply. There's tons of reasons for it, which is not the purpose of this video. But it's just not normal. It could not last forever. And let's all count our blessings that that's the case, because pretty soon your 3-bedroom, 1-bath that you paid $500,000 for at the beginning of COVID was going to be $3 million, and we just can't have that. Second is that rates have gone up. This is actually a historical event because they've gone up so quickly in such a short amount of time. Beginning of this year, don't quote me on this, but it was about 3%. And now we're at about 6% interest rates, and it might go higher. The Federal Reserve, which drives the Fed funds rate, which is not the same thing as mortgage interest rates, but they are related, has made a commitment to get inflation down, which is at a very high number right now. We all know that. And that is going to it's going to have a trickle-down effect and cause mortgage rates to go up, which, again, there's a lot of reasons behind that, which I'm not going to go into, nor am I qualified to go into. But the bottom line is that rates are up. That has caused an affordability issue because we have high prices and higher rates. And every 1% that rates go up, that takes away 10% of your purchasing power. So that $1 million house at 4%, at 5% now costs you about $1.1 million. That would be the same pricing, if that makes sense. So that's obviously slowed things down a little bit as well. Wanted to share some quick stats with you just to give some perspective. Days on market for May of this year in King County for single family homes was 6 days. That's still pretty quick. That's not up by much. On paper, prices are not down, but they realistically, if you look year over year, prices are not down. But if you compare prices to 4 months ago, they're definitely down. But still, year over year, from a median sales price perspective, we're up 14%. Median home price is $1.05 million, which is pretty high. And inventory is up 24%. Which again sounds like a lot, but then when you consider how low inventory was before, a historical low, keep using that word historical, everyone does. Perhaps we should retire that word, I don't know, but it really was lower than it's ever been. So we're up 24% over lower than it's ever been. We're still okay. Inventory is still not high. Now it might get worse. Who knows? Supply will probably well go up. And you know what? If you're a buyer, that's a great thing. That's a great thing. We've been wishing for that for a while. And then finally, months of inventory, which takes into account how quickly homes sell and how many homes there are for sale, is at 0.8 months, which is really low. The National Association of Realtors says that 6 months is a neutral market. I don't personally think that's true for the greater Seattle area. I've been in the real estate business for 16 years. For me, about 3 months seems like a neutral market. That's like kind of a sweet spot where homes sell in 30 to 60 days. Buyers can still find homes. It's still a healthy market. So if we adjust that downwards from the national 6 months to a special Seattle one of three months, we're at 0.8, which is really low. I would like to see it at like 2 to 3 months. So if it tripled, which again, on the news headlines, that's going to sound really bad. But if it tripled, that would be a good thing. So just going back to my notes here. Yes, the market might fall some more. It's really hard to say. But the thing about the greater Seattle area is we have limited buildable land. We're landlocked. We have really good job support. Phenomenal economic and job area that we're in. And the last thing is that I've learned, having lived through the 2006 is when I started, probably 2008 through 2010 recession, is that you don't know when the bottom is going to be. So if you are trying to time it, the analogy that I've heard that I really like is it's like trying to catch a falling knife. It's kind of a no-win situation. So if you want to wait to buy a home, that makes sense. You know, see what rates do, see what prices do. I totally get that. Wait a couple months, sit it out. Makes sense. If you don't, if you really need to move, then make the move. You know, if you're a move-up buyer, yeah, you're selling for less than the peak, but you're also buying for less than the peak. So it's all pretty proportional. And if you have a long-term perspective, you're going to be okay. You know, don't plan on selling in a year or two. If you think you might move in a year, then don't buy. If you're going to be there 3, 4, 5, 6 years, Seattle real estate over the long run has been a very good investment. So I hope that this has all been helpful to you. As always, you can reach out, call me, text me, DM me, and I look forward to chatting with you soon. Take care.